Hello, and welcome everyone to Unleashing the Power of Women Voices event by Women Thrive. My name is Ramada Jan, and I will be your co-host alongside Abigail Rebecca Pugh. Hi, Abby. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you so much, Ray. It's great to be here. Hi, everyone who's joining us on the live stream and watching the recording. So excited to be here and listen to our wonderful speakers today.
Yes, we have an exciting event lined up for you. We have few lovely speakers presenting here today. And if you've never tuned in to Unleashing the Power of Women Voices event, this is our speakers showcase that happens every month, the third Thursday of every month, featuring speakers from the Women Thrive Summit. And these ladies have come quite a journey to be here on our stage. And I'll let Abigail share a little bit more about how they ended up on our stage. But what you can expect today are inspirational stories, motivational stories, and women taking the stage at Women Thrive to inspire, empower, and educate you on some things today. So, if you're joining us live or even watching on replay, I'd love to see where in the world you are from. I am based in Spain and Abigail is in the UK. And also, I want to remind you that this is one of the two events that we're holding later today at 2 p.m. EST or 7 p.m. UK time. We're going to be streaming part two of this event. So I hope you come back and tune in for that event or watch on replay later on today. Now, Abigail, tell us a little bit more about the women that we are bringing to our stage, since you have been one of the team members who have been going through the interview process of our speakers.
Yeah, thanks, Ray. I've been very privileged actually this year and last year to be part of the process in selecting our speakers to be speaking on the Women Thrive stage on the summit next March. And I think one of the things that's really stood out to me that we were discussing before we came on camera actually is really just really acknowledging the leadership of our speakers. We have a big global community, as you all know. If you followed us for a while, you'll know that our community is big, and we have women in our community from all around the world. And very often we can have these dreams and aspirations, like I want to speak on a stage, I want to be able to share my message, I want to stand in my thought leadership, I want to be more visible, I want to create more credibility around my brand, around my business brand and my personal brand. But how often do we have these thoughts and aspirations, but we don't actually put them into action? And I want to commend every single woman who is speaking on our stage next year on the Women Thrive Summit, and all of the women that have spoken on our stage for stepping forward in their leadership, because it takes a leap of faith very often to really make that decision and put yourself out there, because sometimes it can be very daunting, right? We've spoken about this, Ramonda, many times with us, our speakers on our calls and in our community. You know, it can be very challenging. We can be worried about being rejected, being criticized, being judged, all these things, all this imposter syndrome that can often show up when we put ourselves forward. But actually, these women, regardless of how they're feeling internally, have decided to make that move and make that step. And we know through witnessing the journey of our speakers, you know, throughout many, many years, this is going to be our 6th summit next year. We know what the incredible opportunities lay ahead for these wonderful speakers who have put themselves forward. We've got many stories of, you know, how our speakers collaborate with one another and build relationships. And then, of course, the opportunities that come to all of us when we raise our head above the pulpit, right, and make a stand and use our voice for good and to be able to inspire others. So we are very, very excited and just delighted really to welcome this wonderful global community of women that are going to be speaking not only on our event today, but moving forward monthly on these events, and then finally on the Women Thrive stage in March.
And, you know, so you were speaking, and I really feel that community. And, you know, I always say that lift off on your own is going to be much slower and harder than it is to do it together. And that's why I feel like when we as women come together and we build communities, we build stages, we build opportunities and bigger tables, we get to really create more expansive energy and take off quicker and faster and create opportunities that perhaps doing it on your own would not be able to do that. So this year we have 50 plus amazing speakers from all around the world. We take a huge pride in our selection process, making sure that the women who do get spotlighted on our stage meet criteria that we have. And they are here to really inspire, empower, and change some lives. And we've been doing this, as Abigail said, since 2020. And we've changed thousands of lives. And I'm super proud of the speakers that we get to showcase. So leave a comment below. Let us know where you're joining us from. We are just a few minutes from kicking off with our first speaker. So I hope you enjoy this incredible show. We're here for an hour today. And of course, you'll get myself and Abigail co-hosting the show. And we'll be back together halfway through to just tell you a little bit more about our community and maybe perhaps other opportunities to be involved, whether you want to be a speaker, an author, or make a difference in this world with your message, your story, and the work that you do. So Abigail, do you think we're ready for our first speaker?
Yes, I think we are. I'm going to be delighted to welcome her onto the stage in a minute. But I wanted to ask our audience that are watching now. I mean, I'm just looking at the figures here. We've got over 1,000 people that are watching at the moment. So we'd really love to know in the comments where you're from, where you're calling in, where you're joining us from today. And also, please show so much love for our speakers when they are speaking on the stage. As I said before, it takes a lot, very often, to come on and speak, and we would love your love and your support and your appreciation. So without further ado, let's kick off with our first speaker. I'm very, very excited to invite this wonderful woman onto the stage. When we had our connection call together, when she had her interview to come and speak on the Women Thrive stage, I instantly felt drawn to her energy, and also her real passion for what she does. So just to introduce Helene Su, she's a transformational dance facilitator, and she created Neo Dance because dance has been her best friend through thick and thin. She grew up feeling very displaced, a misfit, a British-born Chinese, not knowing where to call home. But then she discovered dance, and through dance, she discovered the presence that is possible, that really reconnects you to yourself and out into the world. And she wants to support you to experience the same. So please welcome on stage Helene. Hi, Helene.
Hi, good morning, Abigail. Good morning, Raimonda. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for such a beautiful introduction. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And thank you, guys, for creating this amazing community and platform to support women, for us to really shine our light and really be the powerful, amazing, beautiful creatures that we all are. And so, yeah, for me, embodiment and dance, it's everything. Because, excuse me, can you imagine if everyone in the world, especially in these turbulent times, can you imagine if everyone in the world was connected to their bodies and connected to their hearts? I mean, how different could the world be? When we're connected into our bodies and our hearts, we're more open, we're more optimistic, we're more compassionate towards ourselves and to others. We can relate better. We become more receptive. We learn to listen in. And so the way that I will always advocate doing this, a powerful way, is through the somatic intelligence in our bodies, learning to listen into the intelligence in ourselves, and through the power of dance. When we connect into our bodies through conscious movement and dance, we become more self-aware, more self-accepting, and we become more empowered. When we listen into our bodies and we start to feel alignment. What is alignment? It means that we listen into our gut brain. we listen into our heart brain, we listen into our brain here. And when we're truly aligned, we have this sense of being authentic. We have this grounded, calm presence where we can find our authentic voice. And so, yes, dance is for everyone. It's not just for the elite or some, you don't have to be John Travolta or, flash dance Jennifer Beals. It's for everyone. We all have a body that we need to move and feel. It helps us navigate our lives. So we need to learn to listen to our bodies more, right? Take care of our bodies more, learn to be receptive to its signals, and also to enjoy. Dance has brought man together since time began to celebrate life, for crops, for the weather, to celebrate births, weddings, death, everything. Some cultures, people dance and celebrate life at death, right? Because actually it's just a transition. It's just a transition. And dance is a beautiful way to help us transition and navigate life. When we are in our bodies and we can move and dance, we can release all our blocks. Yeah, we can release all the tension, all the stories that are held in ourselves. We can create space so that we can welcome in something new. And we can call in our joy. And also the beauty of dance, unlike some other practices, there's no like formal structure in that, you have to follow the rules. Otherwise, it's not right. It's about being spontaneous. It's about tapping into our playfulness and our imagination and our creativity. And this is something that children have so embedded in them, and we lose that as adults. And so to end this mini little speech, I'd just like us sharing. I just invite you to just bring your hands down and see if you can just connect into the energy from the earth and draw that energy up through your legs, up through your torso, into your pelvis, and bring that energy into your solar plexus area and feel this sense of groundedness. Okay, draw that energy up all the way through, up through your crown, and open your hands out to the cosmos, to the sky, to receive the light from the sky. Bring that energy down through your third eye, down into your heart space. Energy of the heaven connecting to your heart space. Breathe into your heart. Breathe that heart energy into your palms. Feel this expansion and warmth in your body. And then just good morning, everyone. Sending us all, connecting us all with this heart energy. Okay, I hope to see you again soon. Enjoy the rest of the speaker showcase today. Have a great day. Sending all the love.
Oh, Helen, we need to bring. Oh, she's gone. I was going to have a little chat with Helen, but she's gone. She's gone. Thank you so much, Helen. I was doing that backstage. Oh, it's such a beautiful practice. And what a great way to start off the morning or the evening, wherever you are in the world. I see that we have got some amazing people watching from Africa and from Texas, Houston. Oh my goodness, it must be the middle of the night for you, Faith. But welcome, everyone. So we are ready for our next speaker. So I would love to introduce you to 𝐷𝐸 Unsami. 𝐷𝐸, I really hope, I've been practicing your surname all morning. I hope I got that right. So 𝐷𝐸 is an accomplished life coach, a neuro-linguistic programming practitioner, a professional speaker, and woman in business with a strong passion for personal transformation and growth. 𝐷𝐸 is dedicated to helping individuals unlock their full potential, overcome obstacles, and achieve success in all areas of life. Welcome, 𝐷𝐸. It's great to have you here.
Thank you, Abigail, and thank you, Raimonda. I greet everyone. In South Africa, we say Sanibonani. And I'd just like to start my speech by saying, according to research and statistics, instances of workplace and societal discrimination and oppression continue to undermine the progress of South African women and girls. Just to name a few, sexual harassment, gender-based violence, and discriminatory practices hinder women's personal and professional growth. It erodes their confidence and creates hostile environments. Obviously, that is not, a nice thing to experience. So I'm very thrilled to share my passion and commitment with everyone, and my commitment more than anything to uplift women in leadership positions, in entrepreneurial spaces, and society at large. So as a certified neuro-linguistic programming practitioner, as we often say, it's NLP practitioner, a life coach, and a speaker, I have dedicated my career to empowering women to unleash their full potential. Yes, we do have, and we can actually achieve our full potential as women, not just in South Africa, but across the board and all over the world. Hence, we are here in this platform. And we can break barriers as women, and we can drive in whatever that we are passionate about. So this has actually shaped my own experiences of adversity, my experiences of oppression and bullying as a young African girl, and later in male and white-dominated positions. So my background back in the village where I was born, it actually taught me independence. It taught me determination at a very young age. And despite all those challenges, I have always believed that I could achieve any dream. And this has actually helped me thrive and seen me thriving in spaces where I have been seen as an unusual type. So these spaces, you can imagine, they include being an independent and strong young Zulu bride, and knowing that I have a voice and a right to share my views and be respected when society and in-laws in this case expect you to just keep quiet and just obey the rules and take instructions and just accept the status quo. So I refused. So these experiences have fueled my determination to help women overcome similar challenges and even same challenges, and for women to achieve goals with confidence, with resilience, because yes, we do have that resilience within us. So in my work, I use a combination of NLP techniques, I use life coaching strategies, and I use public speaking in different platforms, skills to help women build confidence, because confidence is a big issue because of our experiences as mentioned, and navigate the unique challenges that women face, especially in male-dominated industries in this case. So by empowering women to speak up, overcome their own limiting beliefs, to take risks and pursue passions, I aim to create a more inclusive and equitable society where women can thrive. And I'm excited to be selected as one of the speakers of the 2025 Thrive Summit, where I will share and unpack and dive deep into the importance of empowering women to reach their full potential and unpack the strategies and I have developed to help women break through barriers and succeed in their personal and professional lives. So I invite you all, ladies and gentlemen, to join me on this journey of empowerment as we work together to create a world of women that can drive, that can lead with confidence and make a difference in their communities. I'd like to thank you for your attention. Let us continue to uplift and empower women together. I thank you, Ngiyabonga.
Thank you so much, Jabu. Right, please say the phrase again so that we know how to say it.
The last one.
Yes.
The thank you or the Ngiyabonga. Thank you to everyone.
Yes. Thank you to everyone. Jabu, thank you so much for sharing from the heart and really for your stand around empowering not only yourself, but the women around you It's very, very inspirational. And I remember the first time that I connected, that's the thing that really resonated with me. The fact that you are standing for yourself, you're advocating yourself and others. So I love that you've spoken about that. Yes, all the awareness needs to be brought to it. So congratulations on being on our stage, and congratulations on everything that you are creating. Where can we find you if we want to follow you on social media or website? Tell us a little bit where we can find you.
Thank you so much. Let us do Instagram. It's Coach Jabu M. So it's Coach and then JABUM. Facebook, it's Jabu Msomi, or it's JFM Coaching, which I think it's easy. That's my business account, you know, which is actually relevant in this platform. And LinkedIn, lastly, it's Jabu Msomi. Obviously, you will find my profile as life coach, professional speaker, and NLP practitioner. Thank you so much for this platform, Abigail and Ramonda, and the rest of the ladies. I know everyone is listening and is supporting. We really appreciate you as Women Drive for what you do for women, not just myself, but again in the globe, in you know, internationally, if I may say. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jabu. Have an amazing day. So this is how we start our Thursday mornings, Thursday evenings, depending on where you're listening from. But this is how we start. What a great start, Ramonda.
I'm so excited, to be honest, because we all share the same mission for women to have a voice, to be empowered, to stand strong together. And honestly, this is such a joy to see also diversity on our stage, which we really truly support and pride ourselves on, to have diverse women on this platform from all backgrounds, all walks of life, all ages. And I think that's what makes it really exciting. That's, you know, we all have different and unique perspectives and life experiences, and what you've just heard from Jabu as well. You know, in her culture, it is acceptable, but yet we as women having to fight for a right to freedom, for, you know, our own liberty. And I think this is so important for us to have a voice, and that's why this event is called Unleashing the Power of Women Voices event, because we want to empower women to have a voice.
Yeah, this is why I really love that, you know, on all of the Women Thrive stages, our speakers lead with their story. Of course, we have the most amazing women, right, that come into our community, that speak on our stages, that author our books, that come onto our podcast, and that appear in our magazine. And they all bring with them, you know, incredible expertise and knowledge and experience and skills and gifts. But actually, when you can listen to another woman's story and the, you know, the reason behind that and the power behind that, it can really, we can resonate. Like, I feel like every time I listen to another woman's story, like I can resonate, like your story, right, of your upbringing and when you felt disempowered and you lost your voice, and that whole process that it took for you to be able to reclaim your power. I can see myself in that, even though we're from very different backgrounds. So every time you share your story, and if you are bold enough and brave enough to come and speak on a stage like this and share your story, just like Jabu did, right? Just like Helen did, share your story, stand up for what you believe in, and take a stand for yourself and others. Never underestimate the impact that you can make on the lives of others when you are speaking in that way, because it really can make such a significant difference. And just one person can be listening to you and they decide that they want to do the same thing or they want to change their life. So, you know, congratulations on everything that you've created, Ramonda, in putting this community together and the events together. You know, from way back in 2017, right? This beautiful journey and what you've created in the business, because you have really created a platform for women to be able to express themselves in this way. And, you know, just watching Jabu speak there, it's just a huge manifestation of that.
Thank you, Abigail. It's been a journey. Honestly, it has been such a journey. But today, what we do to bring the women together to have a voice is really fulfilling, knowing that first, I feel like as a business owner or as an individual, you have to step into your own power and have your voice. And it's hard. You know, a lot of times we are afraid of judgment. We're afraid of people having opinion, of being silenced. And this happens a lot for women all around the world. But I think the empowerment starts from within, to empower ourselves to have a voice and to become what I call an unapologetic speaker, when you own all parts of yourselves, including your flaws, and say, hey, you know, I'm here with a powerful message because I believe in something that I'm passionate about. So as you mentioned, Abigail, one of the reasons why we do this and why we champion women's voices to have a voice. Personally, I lost my own voice in mid-20s, and we talk about this in the Women Thrive book, the most recent volume. And, you know, I felt compelled to share my story of adversity, because what happens is when we share our story, we empower somebody else. We give them the opportunity to have a voice as well. And that is the difference that you can make by just showing up. And it's making me emotional. So over to you, Abigail, before I start crying.
No, don't, because you'll start me off as well. We were talking about this yesterday, weren't we, on our beautiful speaker call, and Ramonda was sharing that we did an incredible event last week in London, and some of our authors from our last book that's just been published about a month ago, that was bestseller, of course. Some of our authors flew over to London, and we had this amazing week with them. And I came down to London, or went up to London for the media day, and I was interviewing Ramonda on camera, and we were talking about, I asked her why it was so important that, you know, this community is diverse. And we both started crying, right? Because I'm so moved by that, and Ramonda is so moved by that. And, you know, when we are passionate about something, sometimes those emotions can come up, and it's a good thing, as long as, you know, we can still speak clearly and we're kind of expressing ourselves in that way. So I think it's good to have these conversations. And, you know, certainly you were just sharing your story, my story as well, you know, feeling very disempowered as a woman growing up in a religious organization / cult that really disempowered women, where I wasn't allowed to have an opinion on anything. I was treated as a second-class citizen. I was brought up to be subservient to men. And it's very empowering to me that I made a decision at a very young age to move away from that. And my whole purpose and mission and vision, and the reason why I really support the mission and the vision of Women Thrive, to, you know, empower and raise the voices of women, is because I myself have been through that journey. And many of our speakers and our authors that come on have these incredible stories where they've really had to face adversity, you know, and you sometimes you wouldn't blame them if they were just to like crumple off into a corner and you know, live their life in that way. And, you know, many of them did, like, you know, I call it like the, you know, the crying on the bathroom floor moment, right, where everything is at rock bottom, and then it's your choice. You decide whether you're going to just, you know, stay there, or if you're going to get up and you're going to use that. You're going to use your experiences to motivate yourself and to empower yourself and to fuel your path forward, and then obviously being able to share it with communities on stages like this. So we are always so empowered. And you know, I just want to invite any of our audience that are watching today, and we've got a huge audience that are watching today, I just want to invite you to really start to look at your own story. What are all the things that you've been through in your life? What are the challenges that you've overcome? And then how can you then turn that around and use that to empower others? How can you use that as a force for good? And how can you use that to really impact? And, you know, one of the best ways to do that is, of course, I'm going to say this because I love speaking on stages. One of the best ways to do that is to speak on a stage, to stand on a stage, whether it's virtual or in person, and share your story and share yourself. And we get to witness that every single day, don't we, Raimonda? We're very lucky to be able to do this, very blessed.
All the beauty is that our audience get to witness that too in events like this. And of course, as we're leading up to the Women Thrive Summit that happens every March, which is our flagship women empowerment event. Abigail, I want to bring forth one of our past speakers, actually, who recorded a short message for those who may feel inspired to finally share their voice, share their message, and what it means to speak at the Women Thrive Summit that we host every year. So I'd love to invite our tech team to bring forward Caroline. Well, it's taking a little while to get our video together. I just want to remind you that today is Unleashing the Power Women Voices event. We have one more speaker lined up, but in the meantime, we're here really discussing the opportunity for women to have a voice, to take a stage, to take a stand, and to be part of something bigger than ourselves. And this is what the Women Thrive community brings into the world. Opportunity to be part of a mission of women empowerment. And just I think yesterday we shared a quote that empowerment is not a trend, it's actually a lifestyle. And once you really embrace it as one of your core values, everything you do starts to reflect that within your business, within your life, within creating your own boundaries and creating impact in this world and the way you choose to show up. First, as I said, empowering yourself and then empowering others as well. So I just want to check in on Joe if we have Caroline ready to come on over, and anything else that you want to add, Abigail?
I just wanted to talk about Caroline actually because
my name's Caroline Bellinger. I am a self-esteem coach, a business coach, a speaker, a wellness warrior, and an author. And my purpose in the world is to empower women to create powerful self-esteem and reclaim their lives and just live the life that they really, truly deserve with happiness and joy. I just absolutely fell in love with Raimonda the first time I heard her speak, her energy and her authenticity. So both on stage, I'd done a few keynotes, but I still found that I got nervous. I could be highly strung and very anxious with things like speaking, especially in front of people. So the whole process with the Thrive Summit gave me that confidence in myself, which meant that when I came to speak, I didn't have all those usual nerves and I could just be myself. As part of the process, we had like weekly Zoom meetings with each other. So I think just constantly talking about our topics, about who we are, about what we did to other women gave us that experience of showcasing ourselves before the actual event. So that was a really big growth moment for me of being part of the summit. There's something really powerful about bringing women together in that context where it was a very supportive environment. Bringing women together to support each other is such a powerful energy that will help make the world a better place. I genuinely, heartfelt believe that. For me, like, it definitely increased my brand awareness. I have actually just been promoted to trainer and MC, my business coaching world. So I actually MC'd an event for over 500 entrepreneurs recently. I can definitely attribute my confidence at speaking at that event to the experience I had working with Raimonda. I totally relate to people not investing in themselves, to people not feeling good enough or worthy or capable. That was me, 10 years ago. And the thing I have learnt in life is that, when opportunities come along, have that confidence just to trust if it is right for you. If you're having that moment where you go to yourself, I really want to do this, but then start overthinking it, putting the barriers up to why, then I would say take this opportunity to believe in yourself, because there won't be many opportunities where you will be in such a supportive environment that will elevate your brand and give you the skills and the knowledge to become a really good and empowered speaker and, share who you are. And that's a healing journey in itself. That was one of the other beautiful things I saw happen in that 6 months, is to watch women who had no confidence in themselves at the start transform into these incredible, powerful speakers with these amazing stories that they share to inspire other women. I can't speak highly enough of Raymonda, in that she has a gift for bringing out the best in people in a really genuine, caring, authentic way. And if you have that opportunity in life, I'm a big believer in saying yes and trusting in yourself that it will be exactly what is meant to be for you.
I love Caroline's testimonial. What I was going to say before her testimonial is, well, there's a couple of things there, actually. First of all, she talks about being so nervous and self-conscious about speaking, and look at her now, speaking so confidently, so eloquently on camera. And then on top of all of that, we had a wonderful community based in Brisbane, Australia, from our summit this year, who actually came together collectively and approached Women Thrive and said, hey, we'd love to do an in-person event. Are you up for collaborating? And they gave such a great pitch. We were like, yes. So we co-created and collaborated on this incredible in-person event. And it was orchestrated by the women that were speaking on the stage this year. Caroline spoke on the previous year, and Caroline was involved in that as well. And everyone got together and just held this wonderful event. The press were there. We heavily promoted them in the Women Thrive magazine. I think we had like a 4-5 page spread because the photographs were so fabulous. So there is someone like Caroline who is hiding and kind of playing small, because she doesn't know whether she's got a voice and she doesn't know whether she's got a message. And then she's speaking with impact. And then the other thing that I really drew out from that testimonial is where she talks about the fact that because she had so many opportunities to talk about her message, to talk about herself, and she was repeating it again and again and again through the different opportunities that we have for our speakers throughout the whole lead up to the summit, she fine-tuned and fine-honed her messaging so that now when she speaks, it comes to her really easily, and it comes like, it's like succinct. She is very, very impactful when she talks about what she does. And that's one of the things that I witness all of the time, and I hear a lot from the speakers, actually, Ray, that not only are they having the opportunity to speak on the stage, but they're also really getting fine-tuning their messaging. And that's so important, isn't it, when we speak?
Yeah, and we get to witness that over the period of time. And if you follow the Unleashing the Power of Women Voices events, month on month, you'll see the difference in the way women are showing up and stepping to their power and confidence. And then when you get to witness them at the final Women Thrive Summit, which is the 3rd week of March, you'll see the difference in the confidence. And I don't know, it's just the messaging is all very, very different. So I'm excited that through the process of the Women Thrive Summit, we get to just help women evolve really with their message. And it just happens as a byproduct of being on this journey with us. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it does. And I'm just going to say this now. I'm just going to put this out there. We have got a lot of incredible women that are watching this event as we speak. And I know that many more will be watching the replay. So if you are inspired by our speakers and what we're talking about, then I would love to offer you the opportunity and give you an invite to join our community, whichever way that looks like. But one of the things that I do want to point out to you is that we are going to be closing our doors in the next couple of weeks for our next summit that Ramondra has just said it's going to be taking place next March. And we have a few speaking places left. So if you would like to come and use this as an opportunity to build incredible relationships with an amazing network of women, and this is just like a small selection, right, of the women that are in our community and that are speaking on our stage, and you want to give yourself the opportunity to come and share your message in this way, regardless of whether you're a very accomplished, competent speaker or you've never spoken before, that's absolutely fine. This is a beautiful community and we will nurture you and we will guide you through that. But you need to get in quick. We'll put the links to the page there so that you can go in and take a look. Submit your application. Don't delay, don't second guess yourself, just do it. And if we feel it's a good fit as well, we'll invite you onto an interview, onto a call, and we can discuss your next steps. We'd love to see you on there.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Abigail. I'm sure we are going to see you at the evening showcase. So this evening we have another showcase where we have 10 amazing speakers lined up for you. We were meant to have another speaker. I'm not sure if she will be able to come back on. She's having some technical difficulties. But before we go today, I also wanted to remind people that we have an amazing opportunity to write a book, co-author a book with Women Thrive. So this would be our 4th volume of the Women Thrive book, which has been released recently. And we're about to start writing the next book for 6 months. So we have 15 amazing opportunities for women to be part of our next co-authored book project and become best-selling authors. We have achieved that with all of our books so far. And I think it's going to be an incredible journey. Again, if speaking is not your thing and authorship is a preferred way of you sharing your story, which for me was seriously a life-changing opportunity to share my story and also heal through it. And I think that's one of the biggest transformations of sharing your own story is actually your own healing and many things that happen as a result of that. And I'd love to actually invite Lauren Buckner, who also shared a bit of a testimonial of her journey. And with that to say, we will be seeing you probably later on this evening for our evening's showcase. And I'll let Abigail to close today's showcase. But I want to say thank you. If you're here watching this today, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support, collaboration, engagement, sharing this live with others. Without you, we would not be here. So eternally grateful for that.
Thank you, Ray. Yeah, let's watch Lauren, tech team, if we've got that testimonial lined up, because it really is an amazing testimonial from Lauren.
Great day, great day. My name is Lauren Buckner, also known as the Business Builder, and I help women build strong businesses on a solid foundation to leverage their business income and create what I like to call money babies. Now, when people think about going on a retreat, they think about they're going to go back and go and kick back and relax and have some nice drinks, some great food, relaxation. I did have some amazing food and I did relax a little bit, but it was nothing like I expected, right? Which I shouldn't be surprised because that's been my experience with the whole Women Thrive community. Everything is more than I expected. The retreat was absolutely life-changing. It was this perfectly orchestrated group of women, half of which I knew, half of which I didn't know. But what happened is it was perfectly blended, right? So we had new energy coming into this energy that we had already built up. And so I was able to like literally go to a whole nother emotional level that I didn't think that I needed to go to, or that I had the capacity to go through. I mean, to be honest, it wipes me out. I had just been emotionally drained, but it restored me at the same time. I also was able to really build better just relationships with women. I'm kind of a oxymoron. I love women. I want to empower women, but I don't have a really big, close group of women friends. And so being in this group with a lot of touchy-feely women, right, really allowed me to embrace that I'm a touchy-feely woman. Like, I actually am really emotional, and I learned I live a lot in my masculine energy, but that I needed to embrace more of my feminine energy, and that I needed to be able to meld the two together. And so I was in this place with hugs every day. I mean, every day people were hugging, and I mean, hugging for like 30 seconds, 1 minute. It wasn't like that, like one arm hug. I needed it because I don't get that ever. I don't get those types of hugs. I don't get the genuine, I love you. And I know that they really mean it. And I don't get a chance to say that back to people. And I need to. I really am a lover, right? And it felt so amazing. So for me, that was the best part of the retreat. Of course, we had the amazing photo shoots. And then the ultimate was to be able to speak and to give my speech that really has become part of my platform, right? Like, it was really life-changing. And after I left, I just felt invincible, to be honest. I was like, baby, you can't tell me nothing, right? Like, I've come to Spain, I have conquered Spain, and so now I am ready to take on the rest of the world.
Okay, that was the amazing Lauren Buckner there, talking about her whole experience. So Lauren was one of our co-authors in our Volume 2 book that was published last November. And as a part of that, we did a big book launch in Valencia. We held our Thrive Talks, and Lauren actually came to one of our retreats that we were running there in Valencia in Spain. We're going to put the link now if you want to go and take a look at that, because we're running that again in November. But Lauren was an incredible contributor to the Women Thrive book, and I really recommend that you go and watch her story. So as I said, it's in Volume 2 of the Women Thrive book, and Lauren talks about a really difficult decision actually that she made quite early on in her life that could potentially have impacted not only her career but the whole of her life. And she shares her journey through that, and the decisions that she made that really helped to empower her as a woman and as a leader and in her career, and of course standing in her thought leadership. So thank you so much, Lauren, for sharing your wonderful testimonial with us. We hope that you have enjoyed our event today. I just wanted to say thank you so much for Helen and Jabu. Thank you very, very much for coming on and being speakers. We have had a few technical issues with our other speakers. I don't know, it's one of those days, right? But I hope that you have enjoyed the event as much as we have. On behalf of myself and Ramonda and the whole of the Women Thrive team, thank you so much for everyone who has watched. Thank you for staying with us, and we hope to see you back here for part 2. So we will be going live again, this time for 2 hours. We have, I think, about 11 incredible speakers that will be coming and sharing the stage this evening. We'll be going live at 7 p.m. British Summer Time, UK time. So that is 2 p.m. EST, Eastern Time, US. We hope you have an amazing day, and we will see you all soon. Thank you.